match, and I'm covering that. I'm your host, LuckersTurbo, so welcome in, everyone. Good luck to all the players here. We are live. Just now, we have restarted the map here, Kyogre. That will be the first map. And yeah, let's see who's gonna make it into the winner bracket final here. Let's see who's gonna make it, because there's a lot on stake, of course. There's a prize pool of 150 euro that is on the line, and a player here can jump a considerable amount closer towards that. Binks, Hugo, of course, very good players, and then there's also Sheinimi, who has really pushed through here, and Gwen, of course. What should I say about Gwen? Of course, a player that is really good, and I've seen him in round number 1 where he almost did the perfect match. And yes, indeed, Rafe is pointing it out. It is Kyogre being played, and I'm also looking very forward to that. And as we take a look onto the bracket here, let's take a look onto that. Let's quickly open that as I just go onto my desktop. We can see that we are currently here at the semi-final and winner bracket, and then round number 5 loser bracket. And as we can see here, there will be the winners final after that, which will also be a banger of a match. So I'm looking forward to that, as players are currently warming up and finishing. As you can see here, they're finishing. And yeah, this is a high tier match. And yeah, nothing, of course, has been decided, but this is a very good match, and I'm looking forward to that. Point of this 100 cup mode, and those players haven't still lost any sort of match, and this means that they still have a life, so they could still drop into the loser bracket semi-final, which will be played, I think, in after this match simultaneously as the winner bracket final. So this will be very cool, and let's see how the match will develop here as Hugo goes into the lead here. Great start. It is Sheinimi making that first mistake. Binks with a very good turn, and you can see the level here on this track. It is insane. It is an insanely good level here as Hugo is lagging a bit, but Gwen currently finding himself on P3. Gwen on P3, and then it's Binks making that mistake, so Hugo's the only player who has to deny Gwen the victory here. Gwen was not losing a round here when I was spectating him, and yeah, Gwen did a very good performance on round number 1, but now, of course, he plays against the big boys. He plays against Hugo, against Binks, and against Sheinimi, and yeah, you can see Hugo already with a good time here of 56.90, as the WR is some sort of like a, I would get like a mid 56. I mean, on my sheet, I have, for Kyogre, I have a .46 by Binks. So Binks has made that mistake, but still is getting himself the 4 points ahead of Sheinimi. Gwen is only in second, so unusual to see that. But yeah, nothing, of course, has happened. So let's see how he's doing it. Let's go ahead and follow. Yeah, let's follow Sheinimi for this round. So let's see how he's doing it. Not the best start there, but still, yeah, surviving, kind of finding himself .12 behind. So, yeah, he can't really catch that one up, and he's doing so with an inside approach. Didn't really get the best speed, but another player makes a mistake here, Hugo. So, Mr. I just lag, and I cannot spectate you. Just made that mistake there. Unfortunate stuff for him, but Sheinimi also is in the mix. Binks not touching the wall there. Gwen with a beautiful nose right there, as well as Binks. So let's see if Binks can maybe overtake Gwen here in this last part. But it's looking like Gwen is on a very good time here, but losing a lot of speed here in this section. So there's Binks coming closer, 0.11 of a second. But still, it's a huge gap that has to be cleared. And Binks goes for the attack, but it's not enough. Actually, it is, because Gwen had to release, and Binks will overtake him here. 300 of a second. Binks would have touched the upside there, and it is Binks winning this round here. So Gwen has to still wait for his victory, which is of course unfortunate for him, but Gwen is losing rounds. Gwen is losing rounds, and he's only at 12 points, so finding himself on P3. Hugo and Binks have overtaken him. So I mean, let's see. This match could develop very interestingly if, of course, Gwen will pull through here. But yeah, currently it is again Sheinimi with that mistake, only at 7 points for him, so that is not a good start for him. But of course, he plays against players. This could be a grand final here, I just have to say that. And we didn't even go into the loser bracket final, so this is the semi-final. That is crazy. Binks again with a mistake. Hugo in the lead. Can he deny Gwen again? Hugo, of course, lagging a bit, so I'm following Gwen's point of view here. And the player who is having the Panama flag here, if my geography skills are correct. but I think it is currently leading. Of course, he's French speaking and wins this round here. Yes, he will. Gwen with a good ending, but a .76 here from Hugo. A very good time here, have to say that. Great round, and Gwen still has to wait for his victory. 18 points for him, and Hugo and Binks are still ahead of him. No, Binks and Gwen are now tied, since Binks has made that mistake. But yeah, Gwen cannot get a 12th rounder anymore. And yeah, very good round. Very good round indeed. So this just shows us the level of this competition here, which is, yeah, just crazy to think about. As Gwen is in the mix again. So Gwen, very consistent player, and it was either Binks or Hugo making a mistake in that round, and also Sheinimi not really feeling it. One round he played pretty well, but he made a lot of mistakes there. Going into the progression, into the description of him at the moment. But of course, it's round number 4, and we have a very close round here again, as Gwen is leading. Binks with good speed, as well as Hugo, but Gwen is 1 car length ahead, and he wanted to say like, yo guys, I want to win, and I want to win with a 0.5x or something like that. So let's see. Gwen is taking it here, maybe, but the ending is still remaining. Let's follow Gwen here. Gwen's POV. Is he winning that first round? Yes, he is, with a 56.82. So that is a great round. And look at that. It is actually Sheinimi getting last with a 57.09. That was a crazy round. But yeah, Alex, we should do that. We should actually do that. Hit me up. I have time today after the FSL cast. And I mean, I just don't know if you want to do it like between matches, or if you want to take it like calmly, you know, because my setup is also really bugging me, and I have to change some things. I have to change a lot of things for my setup to be more professional, you know. I'm building a new desk at the moment to have more space and stuff. I mean, I think we should do it, yeah, I mean, we could do it between the matches if you want. But I think like today at like 10:30 or something would be good. So we could do it like that. So last round here on this track, it is still Gwen in the mix. But what a close round are we witnessing here. Hugo, Binks and Gwen are battling it out for the points here. For the big boy points. But it's actually Hugo and Binks in the lead. Gwen has to settle down in 3rd position. And Hugo wins this round with a 56.72. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a round was that. Okay, you're available. Oh, good. But what a round was that? That was actually a very crazy round. I have to say that. That is crazy. And yeah, it is Gwen who still is at 32 points. But he only won 1 round thus far. So, not too good for him. I mean, he got... Oh my god, guys. He got 3rd in that round. That was crazy to think about. He got 3rd in that prior round, and this was just a display of skill here from Hugo and Binks, who definitely are not slowing down. It is maybe Sheinimi who thinks like, what the fuck am I doing in this match? Because he's coming in here as the top seeded player, since he has won this match. If I recall it correctly, of course. But, I mean, yeah, playing against those players is definitely not an easy task. And 2 of them actually have gotten 2nd in their matches. And currently it looks like that everyone has gotten 1st and has destroyed the opponent. But it could also be that they put a lot of practice into that. Because they had time. There was a break of this competition. And yeah, Gwen is doing that nose slide that I was talking about at the beginning a little bit. But yeah, Alex, hit me up on my on Discord. Then I will know that I won't forget it, you know. That would be good. Yo, Eric, what's up, man? So Gwen winning the warm-up here with a 101.93. Those are good times. But also Sheinimi was very strong on this map, if I recall it, of course, correctly. So let's see what we're gonna do, what we're gonna see here on this track on Embers and map by Link. So a TMGL player has built this map, the Grizzy player, and the WR is by Energize. So 0.78. That's the time that I could have found. But let's see if someone can actually beat this. Let's go to the follow all cam here and see how players are going to do it. Who's going to make that first mistake. So now the follow all cam comes in very good because before that a lot of players have made mistakes. And now the level is so close together that this camera is really viable. And let's see who's going to make it. Binks. Hugo and Gwen with a similar start. Sheinimi dropping a bit behind. As you can see, also not the best speed, so not sure what he's doing, but he has no speed to work with here. So that was not a good approach for him, for Sheinimi, but unlike him, when Hugo and binks did it perfectly fine. Binks going for the attack on Hugo here, finding himself on P3 at the moment, but only like 0.05 of a second between him and Hugo. And also Gwen is not safe yet. There's this ending. We have to go for a really precise right-hander, where the approach from this drift is really important. Gwen is doing it good, but Hugo did it better, as you can see here. So they're coming closer, but Gwen will drop a point. 76. Oh my god, Gwen. What are you doing? Not sure if this is WR, but this is a good time. And yeah, Gwen is just getting the 10-pointer here with a .76. So the fastest time that I have written out is a .78. So this could be WR, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, of course, you can do mod things, guys. All good. All good. You can do mod things. Just try it out. It's fine. All good. I mean, I'm happy that I have things like that. So now the bet is Gwen winning this one, or is Hugo or binks denying them? So let's do some interaction. So really good idea there, Rafe. I had my sheet open where I had to check the map information. But you guys, I'm trusting your mods. I mean, Rafe, you're a good guy. I know that. And that's why I have you chosen as mods. I mean, you don't have to be like, okay, I'm gonna do a poll every time. But if someone is suggesting it, or if you have an idea, that is perfectly fine. So you guys can get your channel points. Yeah, I trust you guys. And binks is currently leading. So let's see. Oh my god, Gwen, what are you doing with your opponents? But binks with more speed, binks with a better approach, and binks will take that. But what a round! What a round of .82. Binks winning this one in fashion, and binks up to 42 points. What a crazy round. And you can really see the difference here of binks, Hugo, Gwen compared to a Sheinimi, who was not playing bad at all. He's not playing bad at all. He cannot, like, it's crazy to see the difference, because Sheinimi is playing so well, but then there's Gwen, binks, and Hugo, who are just on another level. That is just crazy to think about. I mean, it is Hugo who missed, no, binks missing the combi match by a hair. Maybe you remember that 6th step where someone choked there in the ending, and this means that Kanadi didn't lose his points. But yeah, now actually, just when I trash talked Sheinimi, he's in the race and gets a very good start. But Gwen is still leading, and also binks, so it's a very hard match to do. But Gwen with a mistake, that's something rare you see here. And Gwen is slacking in this round, so Sheinimi is leading over binks here. I just thought like that, but binks had, of course, the more outside approach. So he still has to do some work. Okay, Sheinimi with an inside approach there into this section. So really good speed, but it's not enough to overtake binks. And another .9 is going in here. So Sheinimi getting his first 6-pointer, if I recall it correctly. So still nicely done by him, but it's not enough to overtake binks. And look at that, 52, 52, 51 points. I think I'm smelling something, guys. I'm smelling something. And I think you guys are certainly smelling it as well, if you're not completely blind. So I would say it will be hard for Gwen, since binks and Hugo are ready for this competition. As Sheinimi gets a really awkward approach here and is completely dead. So Gwen, let's follow him and see what he can do against binks, who got a really good entry into the dirt. And look at the lead here he has accumulated. Also Gwen not doing it really well, but binks going too far outside. They're making that mistake. Hugo with a beautiful no slide, but now it's Hugo versus Gwen. Gwen almost jumping there as well, as in the prior rounds, but now he didn't do it like that. Gwen with more speed though, 7,000 between Hugo and him. And this will be all in the ending. Who's getting the better angle? Who's going for that like more inside approach, or outside approach into inside? I want to say it. Is it Hugo or Gwen? It's Hugo actually overtaking Gwen there by 4,000 of a second. What are those rounds, man? What are those rounds? That is crazy, man. This is a complete change here, and they're not giving any sort of room. And that's guys, that's already like a candidate for match of the year, if you ask me. or I will definitely put this one in the best matches, best cast 2021. The playlist that I still have to create. I had best matches, best casts as well, and it had 50 matches that I have picked, that I have casted last year, and this could be the first match that goes into this playlist, because this is a very high tier match. No players giving any sort of room to breathe. I mean, Sheinimi is not really keeping up with the pace here, but I mean, what can you do against the world's best players? Sheinimi, I mean, those are the small differences. Sheinimi had to stop steering there because he lost his gear, or was just gearing up, and with that losing speed. But yeah, Gwen currently is leading with 0.25 of a second. So Gwen could be on a good time here. This could be another 101.8 or something like that, or maybe even a 0.7. Let's see the ending. He's 0.4 ahead. Maybe they're taking a conservatively, but let's see what Gwen is doing. Gwen with a 101.69. Yo! Oh my god, Gwen. What are you doing? Oh my god. I thought like, okay, yeah, he's saving it. But he's just doing a 0.69 in the actual live round. So that is a nice time. And maybe that's WR, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a 0.6x. But Gwen doing this time in rounds shows that Gwen is... I don't know, man, what this guy is. He's an alien. My god, man. Gwen. Just Gwen things, right? So next map, we have Geodesic. My favorite map out of the map pool. And it could be the map where someone can get finalist. A certain someone who's at 68 points has the best chances, of course. He's only 32 points away. But then we have also Hugo and Binks, who are both at, or all three players are ahead of, or have surpassed the 60 points barrier, which is very nice to see. Sheinimi at 35 points, so he needs a very good map here. But this map has a lot of transitions, a lot of wide drifts that you have to nail and have to get a lot of speed. So hopefully the players can make it perfectly fine here. As, yeah, this part is... Look, just Gwen made a small mistake. And he is 0.4 behind. 0.4 and counting. Oh, damn it, Sheinimi. I just wanted to display it here. But you lose a lot of time with a small mistake on this track. And if you, like, clip somewhere, it's hard to make some sort of speed check because of an unflowy landing. And then there's also the ending. And yeah, Gwen doing a 101.13. So I think this won't be a winning time. I think winning time will be something like a 1 minute. WR is a 1 minute 0.3 here. I'm not sure who did that, but it could be someone like Hugo, Binks, or Gwen. We don't know, but we're gonna start here. 5 rounds we have on this track as always. And let's see. Would be good. So let's go here with this round. As I'm following, yeah, Mr. Gwen for this round. Oh my god, he went so much over the inside there. I would have gotten a penalty with that. And we can see Hugo doing the first mistake. Unfortunately for him. And of course, Binks was the player here. Binks was in the final last CDF and was playing against Gwen, Link, and Coco. So Gwen has qualified not through the seeding. He has qualified of winning the French Championship, which was also moment of the year, his winning round from Eric Holdal's award. So yeah, Gwen has won it there. And also cool to see that my casting and Gwen's display of skill has made it into the top moment. Really cool seeing that. But yeah, Gwen right now pushing it against the, against also the finalist here, who was in the prior final, the prior edition in the final. Gwen is taking it here with a 1 minute time, probably a 1 minute 0.67. Just why not? Drive 0.4 behind WR. Okay. Alright, everyone else made a mistake, so it was unfortunately Binks and yeah, everyone else, and also Sheinimi, where I thought getting some more points, making a mistake there. But Gwen, yeah, with a good time here, with a 0.6 to start it all off with. And Gwen is leading now with 7 points over Hugo and Binks, who are both a little bit struggling. But yeah, they have to deny Gwen. And I mean, we're gonna see the first upset of one of those 3 players here, Hugo, Binks, or Gwen, dropping down into the loser bracket. But they're just gonna dominate this. I think they're gonna see each other in the final again. I think something like that. But yeah, anyway, let's go into this one, as Gwen is still leading. Also leading this round and leading in points, of course. But Hugo has a lot of speed here to work with. Gwen finds himself on that second position as Hugo gets a lot of speed. Had to release though, but still is faster than Gwen. But got a pretty awkward approach here, so lost a little bit of time. But look at the lines, they are just super more superior. But I think you're actually right. I should not spectate Hugo because unfortunately Hugo is lagging a little bit. But sometimes you just have to do it as everyone else has made a mistake. So Hugo is winning this round with a good time, 1 minute point 7. That is good. Gwen behind that. Then we have Sheinimi and Binks behind that. So yeah, pretty anticlimactic round here as Hugo had a really good second third of a map. Then his ending was also very good. So Hugo is doing good. But what about Binks? What about Binks? Binks is here on my keyboard. It is Sheinimi making that first mistake, but Binks also has to push it. Maybe it's not his best map here, but Binks is a player who can adapt to maps really quickly and is a very strong player. So it was the first season here of the French regionals was really his breakthrough, playing against players like Aurel, and knocking him out and stuff like that. And now he has established himself into the scene. Currently has made a mistake, so it's between Gwen and Hugo again. Yeah, I mean, I have to spectate Hugo for this round, unfortunately. It's too bad to see that, but I mean, I just have to see if he's overtaking or not. I mean, Hugo, of course, lagging a bit sometimes, but he cannot overtake Gwen, or can he with a good ending? No, it's not enough, but both with the 6x and the 7x. So those are great times. Gwen is winning, though, and coming closer and closer towards finalists. A first and second place is enough, and you have Hugo at 87 points. Binks really slacking on this map at 72 points. So this is not good for him, as he needs more than that. So next round coming up here. Sheinimi not making a mistake. Why did I say Shamsi? Because I think, yeah, SH and then like unknown name, but Sheinimi, of course, he has followed me today. So that's really cool. He's probably unfollowing me because I've called him Shamsi. But yeah, Sheinimi is currently on that second position, just behind Gwen. So Gwen, of course, needs a first and second place to get himself the finalist mode. Can Sheinimi get some points? Good round for him. He didn't win a round yet. So let's maybe he can do it this time around. But it's Gwen taking the more superior line, and Sheinimi is losing it in the ending with a poor ending section. And Gwen wins it with a 1 minute point 50. Oh my god, what a crazy time. And Sheinimi also with a 101.007. But you can see, like, one mistake and you lose half a second, and good luck towards Gwen, who is in finalist. So can Gwen make it? That's the question. Is the prediction working out or not? Yes or no? So the question is, what do we mean under winning? Does it mean only first place, or does it mean Hugo? If Hugo now gets finalist and then wins, and Gwen still goes through as second. First only, okay. But yeah, currently it's looking good for Gwen here, as he is in first. He is 0.1 ahead of Binks and Sheinimi. Make it even more now, but Binks is coming closer. You have Gwen not with the best line over this section by the looks of it, but gets a good drift here. But still 0.17 between them, as Sheinimi gets a really good low jump there. But it is Gwen indeed taking this one. Everyone is falling apart here. Gwen is taking this one as Binks is coming closer though. Binks with a good ending, and Binks will almost snipe it. Oh no, Binks had the opportunity to snipe it, but he steered too late to the right. Oh no, he had the opportunity of that, but Binks is not through. So Gwen is, and yeah, Gwen is through here. Well played. Really good performance from all of the three players here, I would have said. But, I mean, it is... yeah, Binks not really showing some sort of... yeah, strength on the prior map. And now we have maybe already the last map as top 2 is going through here. We have Gwen, who has already qualified to the winner bracket final. And then there's Hugo and Binks, who are still not finalists. So let's see. Eric has won 15,000. Yeah, easy points. Great job, man. No, wait, no. Eric hasn't, but 15,000 have been won by the players. Okay. I thought Eric has won 15,000, but 4 players have bet for actually Gwen winning it. And Gwen has won. And now Winter is Coming is map number 4. Alright. So, cool map, but also pretty hard. Okay, they play the 3rd place in this match as well. Good that they are also talking English. Rappel. Pour rappel en jeu la 3e place. Rate my French. Solid 2 out of 10. Is it troisième? I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah. Anyways, we are live now here. 12 out of 10. 30 out of 100. So let's go here with this one. Gwen is through. And then we have still Binks and Sheinimi, who are in, yeah, not too, somewhat close proximity. It is Shamsi. Man, Sheinimi, 30 points behind. Dude, what is going on with me today? The hiking yesterday, the 2-hour hiking through the snow didn't really do me that good, right? The snow is already melting away. That is unfortunate. That was winter 2021, but we're also seeing here the French regional winter edition in 2021. So let's see what Sheinimi, this time I got it right, can do here, as he's currently leading. So this could be his first 10-pointer in the entirety of the winner bracket semifinal. So looking good for him, as he is, yeah, doing it here quite nicely. Getting a 53.10 in. Also a good time. So let's see what that is. Winter is Coming. WR here is a 52.6, so half a second behind. But also Hugo is now finalist because of that placement that he has gotten beforehand. So good luck towards Hugo and see if he can make it. I mean, Binks has lost it a little bit on the prior map, and he has to push it a little bit more in order to get a spot in the winner bracket final. Good landing in the slope section there from Binks. Now this part is very vital. You want to get as much speed as possible because there's a freewheel section coming up there. Binks is doing that really good. He's 0.3 ahead and he looks to be on a monster time here. Just by seeing the CPs, Hugo is 0.5 away here. As you can see, he's chasing him. And there is not a lot of like catching up possible for Hugo, unless Binks makes a mistake there in the ending, which could of course happen, but Binks would deny him. And I think this is a 102. This is a very good time here from Binks, gets a very good ending, and yes indeed, 102, 52 I wanted to say, but no, actually it's a 53.33. This looked very much faster, but maybe Binks has taken it more conservatively at the ending. But Binks is denying Hugo the victory here and goes up to 96 points. So Binks is not done yet, and also Sheinimi is at 66 points, so not too far behind. And Hugo is still in finalist. And currently it's looking good that Sheinimi wins this round. He's leading 20 seconds into the race and looking very good for him. But it is Binks getting more speed. It doesn't really matter if Binks wins because he's at 96 points to Sheinimi, of course. But he needs those points. I mean, yeah, he doesn't need to win. But a win would have been good for his momentum because the second place means that he's at 72 points and he needs to win all rounds anyway. Hugo with the DNF and the chat. Good luck, minus towards Binks. And let's see if Sheinimi can finish. Yes, he can. Binks is winning, goes up into finalist. And also Sheinimi is up to 72 points. Let's see the miracle now. Can he take it or not? Binks versus Hugo, double final situation here. This could be the last one for either of those players, or it could also be Sheinimi, who has to deny both Hugo and Binks. So a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And let's see if it is possible for him. Sheinimi, however, with a good start. Gets it really nicely here. But Hugo with a better approach here. But Sheinimi, actually, I thought that he will touch the CP. But that wasn't the case. Inside approach for Sheinimi, going so close there to the wall. Hugo with more speed. It's important to get your speed, and Sheinimi didn't do it that well. Hugo is in the lead. And now it's the battle. Binks versus Hugo. Both finalists are in the race here. And it is Hugo who is having the upper hand. Binks is a little bit further behind. He is 0.1 away. But Hugo has to get a good ending in order to pass Binks here. And it is Binks making that mistake. Hugo also not with a good line, and it's Sheinimi denying them. What is happening? It's Sheinimi denying both Hugo and Binks because both made the mistake at the ending. And it's now, oh no, 82 points for Sheinimi and counting. So he needs to win 2 more rounds in order to get himself finals as well. Whoa, Takuns. Monka toss, man. So, next round here. This could be, again, the last round for either of those players. All good, man. All good. For either Binks or Hugo. But Sheinimi is again in the mix. Very good performance here from Sheinimi. It's unbelievable seeing that. Not touching the wall there. It has good speed. But Hugo and Binks also had it very, very nicely. So let's follow Sheinimi here for that last part of the track. It's Binks and Hugo getting less airtime than Sheinimi here. But he still has to push it. Good approach here as well, getting a good trajectory and coming closer towards Binks. Binks and Hugo have to survive the ending again. So deja vu it is. Who's gonna take it? Hugo, Binks with good speed. Hugo going for that approach. Binks, Hugo, who's taking it? It's Hugo taking it in the ending. What an ending was that? Binks almost had it, but this ending was like, oh my god, man. That was a crazy ending, and Hugo is eventually through here, making it into the loser bracket and to the winner bracket final. And now we're gonna decide who's gonna make it into the loser bracket. Yeah, with the best seed here. Is it either Binks or Sheinimi? Let's check it out. As Binks, of course, is still in finals. Sheinimi has to win 2 rounds in a row. So let's see how they're gonna make it. Binks is not out of this competition, but of course a winner bracket would have been better for him than the loser bracket. He has to play 1 more match or 2 more matches then. So resting is also a good factor here in this competition. I mean, it can be advantages or disadvantages. Or it could be an advantage or a disadvantage. Let's say it like that. So, warm-up has ended. As Binks is jumping to Narnia. And both are deleting now. So let's see. Who's gonna take it here? It could be the last round here of this semifinal, of this winner bracket semifinal. No, it's deciding the seeding. The seeding, if you're either getting first or second seed for the loser bracket. So if you get first seed, that means that you play against 1 player that has been first and 2 players that have been second in the seeding. Of course, then against weaker players, because second seeded players are a bit weaker because they have lost against the first seed. And the second seed plays against 2 first places and 1 second place. So that's why we're doing that here. Since both players are not out yet, they just drop into the loser bracket, which can happen. I mean, it's the top 16 at the moment. And those players are well on the top 16 by being, yeah, the top 8 players who are in the actual race. And it's actually Binks deleting, and that was a very dumb decision. Because of this ending. Why are you deleting? Why is binks deleting? Huh? Binks! I just wanted to say it. It's a dumb decision by deleting there because you can make a mistake in the ending. And binks just deleted. You didn't make any mistake. So that was a super dumb decision from binks. And yeah, I mean, a little bit of unsportsman from binks. And yeah, I mean, was also creating some controversy around him when he was playing. I think the was the Duo Cup. And they were like, okay, no, we're not playing the match for 3rd and 4th because there's no prize money. So, I mean, I just don't know sometimes how players can, yeah, think like that. But, yeah, I mean, in a matter of events, things like that can happen. And, yeah, now binks is actually in 2nd position. So, interesting match, I have to say. Very interesting match. And now it is Sheinimi who is in the lead again. And binks maybe takes this one now and doesn't delete. He is 0.15 away. Gets a good SD. But it's Sheinimi making a mistake. And it's binks who is through. So that's what I was talking about. Exactly this scenario. binks this time not deleting. And it's the GG for binks. Sheinimi is the 2nd seeded player here. Going to the loser bracket semifinal. So binks is through. Not through, but he gets himself a good seed. So that concludes the match here. Whew, that was good.